Today, you're about to witness something truly inspiring. Testimonies from pastors, coaches, and community members who have seen God at work through blended kingdom families. This ministry is dedicated to empowering blended families with faith-centered guidance, practical resources, and community. Through the stories you'll hear today, you'll get a glimpse of the real impact of BKF. We invite you to open your heart and experience how blended kingdom families and your contributions are making a difference, one family at a time.
My name is John Chastain, and I'm lead pastor of Victory Church in Oklahoma City, and here in DFW. We have campuses in both locations.
My name is Michael Maxwell. This is my lovely wife, Tracy, and we've been married for 13 and a half years now. We are a blended family.
We're Scott and Lindsay Schmitz. We're from Clarksville, Tennessee.
Our youngest two are from my first marriage, and our oldest is from his first marriage. And our parenting plan has us between 3 states.
Wade Smith, I'm a pastor at Victory Church. I'm an executive campus pastor.
So we are Heidi and Kenny Drury, and we have been blended now going on our 19th year.
Well, we're Rich and Patty Green, and we get the great honor and privilege of leading the marriage ministry at Compass Christian Church.
From a statistics standpoint, there are more blended families in America than traditional families.
The guilt and the shame and all of the feelings that come along with being a blended family in church, we're not walking around with a sticker on our chest saying, "Hey, talk to me, I'm blended, look at me." A lot of times you're trying to hide that because you feel that you're going to be judged.
We felt like outcasts in our church. We never felt like anything was being spoken to us from the pulpit. We definitely felt some people's eyes at the back of our head, like we were in sin being a divorced couple. It felt very isolated and alone.
Each semester, I think, we've had a couple who was either separated, ready to file for divorce, or they were ready to separate because they feel alone and they feel unseen.
What I realize is that most of our staff doesn't understand the dynamics or the needs of blended families.
When I met Scott and Vanessa, I became keenly aware of how I really was missing it in a lot of ways, where I wasn't really aware of the difference in the dynamics of the family dynamics of a blended family versus just a first-time marriage family.
A lot of times I feel ill-equipped to pastor someone specifically through something that would be a blended family issue.
Blended families are not some oft thing. They're not some, it's just a minor impact. They're not going away.
The whole divorce thing can be this taboo thing if we allow it to be, or it really doesn't have to be.
So many of the standard families don't realize some of the struggles and the things, the types of communication we have to have, how hard they can be.
If you're a nuclear family, you don't understand the hard things and the struggles, and people want to give you advice and say, well, do this and do that. And you go, well, that doesn't work in a blended family. You can't do those things.
If BKF doesn't exist and that marriage fails too, now you have another generation of brokenness and another generation of brokenness.
I had divorce on my father's side of the family so far back, and alcoholism, and then on my mom's side, gossip and lying.
We've had people multiple times that we've run this who drive an hour to come to small group because there's not something in their church or their community because they don't know about it.
We all have brokenness. Paul says that we hold this treasure in jars of clay. So the truth is we're all broken in some way, shape, or form. And so why would one person's brokenness be worse than my brokenness?
When you feel comfortable enough to share your testimony, then you will be providing a key to unlock someone else's prison. I've never interacted with a ministry quite like this or a church quite like ours that embraces, this kind of scarlet letter population.
When somebody finds a group, even if it's just in that initial email reaching out, they're like, oh my goodness, we didn't know this existed.
BKF brings it to the forefront in such a natural way and fun way as well.
The best part of small groups is the very first night when people come in, they're doing the intros and they're getting the books, and we're going over what we're going to be talking about and who BKF is.
And what I love about BKF is what it brings to obviously to families, right, directly, but also the resource to pastors.
I am thrilled as a pastor again that we have a connection with blended kingdom families and that we're able to partner with you all in multiple ways and have the resources available to give to those hurting families.
We just say, listen, we've got a resource for you. There's a small group for you, specifically in your church, going through the resources, the books, the things that you need.
This is what's missing within the, in the community, is being able to have resources to give, because most of our couples that come in are blended families. And to be able to give them something back that we never had, that's what really drew me in.
Hey, Blended and Redeemed, and that book was a game changer. Blended Kingdom Families was a game changer. I mean, it changed our life, which is why we're so sold out for it, because we've seen the impact firsthand, and that's what brings us back every semester.
We got marriage mentors, but to have marriage mentors that have blended and Christ has transformed their relationship and their future.
Totally sold out. We tell everybody, like, if you have a question, if you are struggling with something, there's a podcast.
Feeling seen, heard, and accepted didn't occur until this ministry, this book, and our church really embracing it.
I really love the format we have here. I love the fact that clients can pop in for a single session or they can buy a group package.
It's foolproof. Like, BKF makes it so easy. There's the book and the study guide and all the social media stuff and the podcasts and the encouragement.
Blended Kingdom Families just gives so much hope.
We serve a God of second chances and third chances and fourth chances, and by the grace of God, we all need those chances. And I think blended families are a great picture of that, that God is a God of second chances, and God can bless that too. God can move in powerful ways, and He wants to be at the center of blended families.
God's in the business of redeeming. I mean, that's like the prerequisite for being a Christian. You have to know you're not good enough.
God is a God that takes broken history, broken past, broken stories. He takes what was broken and He makes something beautiful out of it.
And the healing and the bonding of one marriage doesn't just impact that marriage, and I'm thankful that it does, but it actually impacts the children and the children's children and even down to the third and fourth generation.
And these resources from Blended Kingdom Family they're gold.
Priceless, yeah.
Yeah, they're just really useful.
Let's help these children that are between two homes and help these parents figure out how to do this.
A lot of times with ministries, we'll say, this is the best kept secret in town. It doesn't need to be. BKF is a great kept secret, but let's not keep it a secret. More people need to know about it. More people need to experience it. More pastors need to utilize it. And more people need to give to it. In order to create these resources, it requires resources.
There's so many resources, but people don't know they're there. And so that's something that I think is worthy of forwarding on your social media.
One of the things I would like to challenge everybody to do is go to your pastors. I think it needs to start at the local church. We need to break the stigma. And if you're a blended family and you believe you can't teach a class, you're wrong, you can. God has already equipped you.
I'm so grateful that Vanessa listened when God gave her that dream, and that Scott supported her, and they, jumped in together, because their yes led us to a point where we could say yes.
If you're looking for a worthy ministry that's going to influence the world, because strong, healthy marriages and families are the greatest influence in the world.
None of us need to play a big part, but we can all play some small part. And all of us collectively coming together can accomplish some really beautiful things. So,
to support what Jesus supports, He supports people, the things that last forever, people and relationships. And so if you want to invest time, talent, and treasure, invest it in people, because Jesus died for people.
How big is the potential harvest from this thing? And so when I look at something like Blended Kingdom Families, what I think to myself is, this is fertile soil.
I'm going to put the lion's share of my resources towards ministries that I know will advance the kingdom.
Teaching people equipping couples to deal with these children, getting them to see eye to eye, getting these to see eye to eye.
A seed sown at Blended Kingdom Families is a seed that will produce fruit for generations after generations after generations.
It is a ministry worthy of your time, talents, and treasures, because it is a significant impact on the church, on the body of Christ.
When you invest in something like BKF, you're not just investing in a great idea, a great plan, a great vision, a great, business plan. You're investing in incredible people.
And it's fun. I love being around these guys. I love this ministry. So there's really no lose in it.
You know, when you trust God with all of that, it's so cool. Why would you not? Why would you not want to start a group? Why would you not want to give and financially partner? You just got to do it.
So pick up the phone, go to the website, go to Instagram, and just look. You will see something different. And that different is going to impact you.
And what if, just picture this for a second, what if the money that you give just impacted one family, but that family's impacted another family, and that impacted another family, and not even to think about those families and their children and generations and thousands and thousands and thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of lives could be impacted by one gift. That to me excites me, and that to me is something that I would say that's fertile soil.